Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Collector Stream YouTube channel. Hope you guys are all doing very well this week. Catching up to all the Pokemon news lately and talking about the Japanese release of the Mega Evolution and the Phantasmal Flame sets. Those are very, very exciting news, and I think I'll be doing more videos to cover that. But in this video, I want to continue on my grading series, and that's the Ken score. If you guys have not seen the previous grades, please roll back to the previous video that I have already uploaded, which talks about the Scarlet and Violet base set all the way to the Paldean Evolve and Obsidian Flame and Scarlet 151. So those scores have already been uploaded already, so have a look if you haven't seen them. But in this video, two very exciting sets that I want to talk about, and then they're going to be the Paldean Fates, which is currently is an open booster bundle, because I personally have opened up a lot of these booster packs actually. And then we have the really hot, the golden child right now in the hobby, which is the Fusion Strike. Yeah, so you guys can have a look at the beautiful box. So sadly, I am not going to be giving away such a box in the 2000 subs giveaway, but we will be giving away a Paldean Evolve booster box. So if you guys want to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon, you won't miss any further video in the future. So before I begin, I think one thing that I want to showcase is a lot of us grew up with the base set, but then on the YouTube space, there's not a lot of YouTubers that will still talk about, you know, very old cards, and there might be really new beginner joiners that have never seen these cards before. So I thought maybe in the beginning of each video, I will showcase one or two first edition base set to just, you know, a very quick trip down to memory lane. So maybe call it like Throwback Thursday or whatever you would like to call it. But today I have two very beautiful slabs in the form of the Nidorino and the Dratini. So if you guys, let me know in the comment section if you guys grew up with these slabs, but then take a look at how beautiful the artwork is and how simple they used to be. So for the new joiners, this is what Pokemon card collecting back in the day was all about. Very low HP, and the you know, the Dratini first stage evolution, even if you attach a single energy card, the attack barely did anything, so it only did like 10 HP. So against a Nidorino, you need 6 turns to knock out a Nidorino. Yeah, but you wouldn't play the game like this, because you'll probably evolve it into a Dragonair, or then you'll just use a retreat cost, and then you just change the card to a more powerful one. And then that's how we grew up playing the game. So if you guys want to support this channel and look at more vintage cards in the future, let me know. But then, you know, I love looking at these cards, and we always don't give the hobby justice, because we do not admire the cards nearly enough. We are all about collecting a ton of copy of slabs, and I'm also very guilty, because looking at my stacks of PSA 10 slabs, we're like over consuming in a sense, because we have so many cards, but then we don't enjoy looking at them. Yeah, so just a very quick, you know, shout out to Dratini and Nidorino, and the hobby will not be where it is today without these cards from 1999. All right, guys, so let's jump right into it. I'm thinking let's go into the Ken score right away, and let's have a look at the Fusion Strike first, and then maybe I'll talk about the Paldean Evolve after. Yeah, so Fusion Strike, let's take a look at the score. I have blurred out the Sword and Shield scores, and I have unveiled the Fusion Strike scores. So starting with the artwork and illustration rares. So give me 1 second. Okay. So looking at Fusion Strike, I gave it an 8 out of 10 in terms of the collector score. So let's start from the very beginning. If you guys want to hear a breakdown on how I define these categories, just roll back to the first video that I've made with this series, you know, the Ken score. But for the artwork and illustration rares, this is a humongous set. One of the largest set from Sword and Shield, having 264 normal cards and 20 secret rare. Came out, it's getting old now, you know, and it's aging like fine wine. I mean, this box was, my friend and I have been chatting recently, and this set, we remember buying these back in the day for $80 US, $100 US. And if you didn't open the Fusion Strike cases, they are doing very well now, you know, like this is a first print Fusion Strike, and then I got more in storage, but then these are lovely investment grade products, and if you guys are new to the collecting hobby and you missed out on the Sword and Shield, don't fret, because you can still get more in the Scarlet and Violet and the upcoming Mega Evolution era. Yeah, so very fortunate to be able to buy these for $100 boxes, and then now they're going $1,200 now on eBay recent sold. And there's no doubt that this set will continue to age very well, because it follows the trajectory, in my opinion at least, it follows the trajectory of the Sun and Moon Unify Minds and also the Cosmic Eclipse, which there is a box right here. So here is, I believe Fusion Strike will do very well, just like the Cosmic Eclipse, which I think this box recently maybe $3,000 to $4,000 US now. So some of the comment I recently saw on the channel, somebody say that the Pokemon cards are so expensive now, and in a sense it is very expensive, but then there are still affordable products that you can buy today in 2025, and in 2 to 3 years, who knows, it might become like a few $1,000s US, which is like, yeah, quite impressive and quite insane, because that's probably like 1 month's salary, and then you drop it on cardboards. Yeah, so some people might be like, this is baloney, like why are you doing this, why are you like kind of promoting such expensive cards? Well, the thing is, I do not dictate the price of these booster boxes, right? This is what the market is paying. The market is paying $1,200 for a box of this. They're paying $3,000 for a box of this. I don't control it, and I bought them to add to my personal collection many years ago, right? So all I can say is I'm grateful for the position that I have in Sword and Shield, and I just want to bring some joy to the YouTube space and for the audience, and also shout out to my friends that are watching this channel. I really appreciate your support. And yeah, so let's get back to it and just be positive and be happy, because not everything is gonna rise like Pokemon, right? If you look at crypto space, Bitcoin has dropped from $130,000 to $111,000. You know, I don't know, like lots of crypto coins are dropping, some stocks are having correction, but Pokemon is still as strong as ever and is still climbing. Yeah, so let's just appreciate the bull run. And if you are a seasoned investor, you obviously will diversify your collection. You're not going to be all in on Pokemon, right? So some are coming down, which is okay, some of the investment, but Pokemon is a very good long-term investment. Okay, so sorry to be going on a tangent, guys. Let's just accelerate the collector score, and then we can jump into the investor score. So the set diversity, I've given it an 8 out of 10, because looking at the entire catalog of Fusion Strike, you can see that they have the Gen 1 Pokemon, and I graded this an 8 because I had a look and it has a good diversity, mainly thanks to the enormous set volume, right? So you have lots of fire Pokemon, you have a variety of electric Pokemon and water Pokemon, and I really like the artwork, you know, like the Meryl and the Azumarill and Mudkip, you know, all of them. They also have really big hitters and popular Pokemon, namely the Gengar. They have a Tyranitar in here. They have various Mew alternate arts, so it really adds to the set diversity, in my opinion. Yeah, so all the V cards are really good looking as well. It's got the Greninja and Lucario, so everything is just, you know, a home run for the set in terms of set diversity. Oh, even the Lovebirds make an appearance, right? Yeah, so 8 out of 10, no questions. And then in terms of the chase card, all right, so this set, I have the absolute privilege to own the Gengar VMAX alternate art, but unfortunately in the last card show I actually traded in for a Munch set along with other items. So currently I do not have the Gengar VMAX, but that card alone, it warrants a 9 in the chase card score, like no questions asked. This Gengar for me, if I have them side by side next to the Sun and Moon team up Gengar Mimikyu, I think this is a better artwork than the Sun and Moon Gengar Mimikyu. But the Gengar and Mimikyu wins because of the very kind of mysterious looking dark theme. But this one, I like the styling and the colorful nature of the Gengar better. I like the way Gengar is presented in this alternate art more so than the Sun and Moon. But in terms of an investment perspective, the Sun and Moon beats out this Gengar. Also because the Sun and Moon Gengar is way lower pop. Yeah, so it depends on what you like. Ideally, in the ideal world, you will have both copies. Yeah, but if I can only choose one to collect, I'm going with this one. Yeah, so yeah, that's my take. Yeah, and then Let me know in the comment section if you agree. Which Gengar do you like more, Sun and Moon team up or this Gengar? Yeah, and then I also have a lots of. Let me see what kind of alternate art I can showcase. Yeah, I did bring some out. Yeah. Oh, and then this I also got grading back for this Korean Ditto. Very cute. So the some of the art is better to look at it in person. Yeah. So look at how cute the Greedent. Let's see it go into focus. Yeah, the Greedent V is one of the cheaper alternate art, and I don't think it will ever gain very high heights, to be honest. And same for the Sanacana V. So the Sanacana V is right here. These cards and even the Genesect V, yeah, these cards will remain in like the $50 to $100 region. They just don't really appreciate because they're not super popular Pokemon, but it's still cool to look at them. Second card, a Rainbow Mew. And these rainbow cards, you can say they're being slept on, because I personally think the texture makes them look very good, same as the Gyarados. So just have a look. Slap appreciation day in this video. Yeah, so they are being slept on, and I think overall it makes the set looks better. But obviously you guys want the alternate art, like the Celebi alternate art. Let's see if we can get into focus. Yeah, so yeah, arts like these. And so in terms of the alternate art, I think this one should have around at least 6 to maybe 8 alternate art, which is second to Evolving Skies in terms of the Sword and Shield generation. Yeah, so for the chase card, 9 out of 10. Very cool. And that leads into the cool factor. Yeah, I mean, just look at all these artworks, and it's kind of like a no-brainer why Cool Trainer Ryan really loves to open Fusion Strike. And yeah, it's shout out to Cool Trainer Ryan, and I cannot believe back then he was ripping these boxes to chase the chase card, right? So if you look at now, each box is over $1,000, so it's just insane, you know, the amount of money the streamers and the YouTubers spend. Yeah, but for Cool Trainer Ryan, it's not about, you know, the it's the thrill of chasing, and he's a true collector and true Pokemon influencer. Like he's like up there with PokeRef, so like even if he spends a lot of money, it doesn't matter because he has so much inventory, and it's also to bring joy to the community. So like, yeah, really thumbs up for Cool Trainer Ryan. Where was I? Cool factor, 8 out of 10. Yeah, and also I gave it extra point because I feel like you don't really see a pink booster box that often, and it just makes, and it has the Mew right in the front, and it just makes for a very cool box. So yeah, let me know if you guys agree. 8 out of 10 for this box, just absolutely gorgeous. So let's keep going. For the collector score, lastly is the fun to pull. Okay, and this is where the set struggles a lot actually, because Sword and Shield booster box and booster packs are notoriously difficult to pull. Especially there was the fiasco with some of the Pokemon employee from the print factory have stolen a lot of the chase cards from these box sets. Evolving Skies were stolen, lots of Moonbreon, Rayquaza VMAX were stolen, and the Inteleons and the Gengar VMAX. So it's really tough to pull these cards. And so overall, from my own ripping experience, it's so difficult, so I cannot give it a very high score in terms of the fun to pull, because you're, especially now, if they're costing $20 to $30 a pack, if you rip these, it's just financial suicide, so I wouldn't advise doing that. All right, so in terms of the collector score, it's got 38 out of 50, which is very respectable and rank among the highest in the Sword and Shield generation. All right, going on into the investability score, or the investor score for short. So the growth potential, again, I believe, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because I believe in 2026, we're going to see some insane bull runs for Fusion Strike. Yeah, so I really believe this box is just the Cosmic Eclipse 2.0, or at a minimum, it is the Unified Minds 2.0. Yeah, so watch this space. This box will just hit $1,500 or even $2,000 if you hold it long enough. Yeah, so 9 out of 10 in terms of growth potential. If somebody asks me what I will put my money into right now, if I could, and you do not have a single box of Fusion Strike, you need to start looking at the cheapest way to enter and at least get yourself one box. Just add one box and you will not regret having that in your collection. Number 2, the print quality. Got a 7 out of 10 because this set it's just like a really average score for English cards, to be honest. Yeah, nothing much to write home about. I mean, it didn't have notoriously bad centering, off-centering issue, or really bad print quality issue like Burning Shadows come to mind, right? Yeah, so this one I gave it a 7 out of 10 for the print quality. It's easy. It's easy. Like so far, all of these I graded myself, and then they got PSA 10. So it's very doable. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Moving on to the stability, 8 out of 10. You could argue it is very stable now, but then when it rises to $1,200, there is a chance it can fall back to the $1,000 ceiling. And I'm talking about the booster box price. Yeah, so it gets a solid 8 out of 10 because I do not foresee it dropping below $1,000. Something very drastic has to happen for it to even move and decrease in value, to be honest, because now it's basically a discontinued set. So 8 out of 10 for the Fusion Strike stability. And then the value now. Okay, so this one, it's got a 6 out of 10 because despite having so much alternate art, so many good alternate arts in this set, it doesn't present a very good value at $1,200 because if you do the math, it's quite expensive per pack, per 36 booster packs. Yeah, so I wouldn't say buying these to open it's good value, but it is very good to buy and keep it sealed. Yeah, so in terms of the value, 6 out of 10. I'm being objectively speaking, $1,200 for a booster box is pretty bonkers. Yeah, in this economy. Lastly, the reprint resistant. Yeah, I cannot give it a 10 out of 10 because 10 out of 10 would mean I'm absolutely sure that this set will not get reprinted. And even though historically English booster box are so much more print resistant, reprint resistance to Japanese products, I just give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, because I'm pretty darn sure that this box is now close to 4 years old now. Pokemon Company will not spend the effort to redo and reset up the entire printing press to churn out more Fusion Strike. Yeah, so you can be pretty darn certain that reprints will not come back. Yeah, so 9 out of 10 for the reprint resistance. So in total, it's got a 39 out of 50 for the investor score. So what is the final total score for Fusion Strike? And it's got a 77 out of 100, which is one of the better scoring booster box out of this generation and out of Scarlet and Violet. Probably the top scorer right now. Until we get to the green box, then maybe that green box can take over, right? So that is a very good score for Fusion Strike. And my only conclusion is if you guys do not have Fusion Strike right now, please look into getting one for yourself because they're not being made anymore and they will just continue to trek outwards. By the time it becomes a $3,000 box or even a $2,000 box, it becomes very expensive to enter, right? So now if you do want this, I will maybe spend some effort to sell some of your current products, maybe get the cash and then put it into the Fusion Strike. Yeah, because a Fusion Strike going from $1,000 to $2,000, it's very likely to happen in the future if you can sit on it. But if you hold various slabs, they might not outgun Fusion Strike. Yeah, so I really suggest you guys add this to your list, to your short list shopping list. All right, guys, coming up to 18 minutes now to the video. I still want to squeeze in Paldean Fates, so let's go through it very quickly. All right, so okay, guys, welcome back, and let's have a look at the collector score for Paldean Fates very quickly. For the artwork and illustration rare, let's have a look. The commons, this one, nothing really stands out to me in terms of the common and the rare cards, so I gave it a 6 out of 10. But I want to mention is they have actually, it is pretty cool to hold these shiny cards in person because a lot of them are texture and they look pretty good in person. Yeah, especially these Pikachu and Raichus. And the shiny color is also the same as the ones that you can collect and catch in the Pokemon games. So it's really cool if you guys are into shiny hunting. This is a set that you cannot miss. But overall, I think it got a 6 out of 10 for the artwork and illustration rare because in terms of the Wugtrio and the Palafin and the Palmy, they are not super popular Pokemon. And yeah, even these Paldean student, they look good as a pair, but then nothing much to write home about. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these girl trainer, the waifu cards either. So that's why I gave it a 6 out of 10. Moving to the set diversity, again, it got a 7 out of 10. I bumped up the score recently, actually, when I revisited this set because I give it a 7 because some people, like I mentioned, they are into collecting the shiny Pokemon, and I think it can be quite fun if you want to complete a master set. And if you put these into a binder and look at it, they are pretty cool. Yeah, so this one gave it a fair score of 7 out of 10. I don't think it's an 8 yet for this set. It just doesn't feel like an 8 for me. Meanwhile, for the chase cards, it's just being supported by 2 cards, and it's the Charizard and the Bubble Mew. More so the Bubble Mew. Like this card is shocking to me how it is selling for $2,000 now. I do have a copy of the Charizard, and I did pull a lot of these booster bundle actually. Yeah, they're all here. So all these Paldean Fates booster bundle. I had a lot of fun pulling these ones because my luck for this set is pretty good. I pulled 3 of these Paldean Fates Charizard, and I'm pleasantly surprised at how much they're going for now. So this is a PSA 10 edition. I have a PSA 9. I got 2 PSA 9 graded back, and this one is the only one that scored 10. Yeah, so this one very, very good condition. You guys can have a look. And the Charizard, very different style compared to the Scarlet and Violet 151, and I think that's the reason why this card is climbing to $800 to $900 now, because there's some people that really enjoys looking at the cartoonish Charizard flying into the sky. But then this one, if you guys are looking for a serious looking and hardcore looking Charizard, is this either this one or the Obsidian Flame Charizard. Yeah, but I think this one in a shiny form beats out that Obsidian Flame, and the price reflects it, right? So that one, it got an 8 out of 10 because namely it's just of the Bubble Mew and this Charizard. Yeah, moving on to the cool factor. Again, like I gave it really, really good score because of those 2 chase cards. So 8 out of 10 because of the Charizard and the aforementioned Bubble Mew. In terms of the fun to pull, it got a 6 out of 10 because I think actually this set it's kind of easy to pull, and then as you pull the packs or rip the packs, there's a very high chance of you pulling the shinies. So if you guys like collecting shiny, it's always fun to when you see it and then you add it to your collection, right? So that's why I got a 6 out of 10. Moving on, the total collector score 35 out of 50 for Paldean Fates. Now let's talk about how does it look, how does it fare as an investment. So investment score, the growth potential. Actually, I will say I'm gonna actually amend this score from a 7 to a 8 because I think with the Bubble Mew and the Charizard right now, with the way it's climbing, this scoring system is dynamic. Yeah, so I need to adjust it based on the current news and the current development. Yeah, so 8 out of 10 out of the Scarlet and Violet era. These booster bundle are still maybe in the $70 to $80 region, or maybe a little bit less. It presents a really good time to enter right now. If you hold it in the future, maybe it will jump up to a Scarlet and Violet 151 down the road, which is going for $350 and touching $400 now, right? In terms of the print quality, okay, this is a personal take. I've ripped a lot of the Paldean Fates booster box. I think I went through 30 booster bundles, so that's my sample size. And a lot of the illustration rares were off-center or the back have a little bit of creasing, a little bit of white dot, and a little bit of edge damage. Yeah, and it's for all the illustration rares. I pulled a crap ton of them. And then, like I say, I pulled 3 of these Charizards, very, very lucky, but 2 of them got PSA 9 and only 1 got a PSA 10 back. Yeah, so I don't think the print quality is amazing for this set. 5 out of 10. The stability, back then, this one, should I amend it? I'm going to give it a better stability score. I'm going to adjust it to a 5 out of 10 instead of 4 out of 10. The price is starting to stabilize and it's on the upside right now. So I think a 4 is a little bit harsh. Yeah. So but then in terms of the stability, it's climbing, but I wouldn't say it is. There are better ways to park your money into the Paldean Fates slabs, I would say. Yeah. So honest 5 out of 10 being a bit conservative is what I mean. Okay. Oh, in terms of the value, actually, like I mentioned before, these booster bundles, if you guys are okay to rip these and you guys hit a Bubble Mew or a Charizard, then it's a very big multiple return, in terms of your ROI. Yeah, so I think 8 out of 10 is a fair score for Paldean Fates. And then lastly, for the reprint resistant, currently it's sitting at a 5 out of 10 because I think they can still produce more packs and then put it into those Costco bundles, or they put it into tin cans, and then there's still, I think this set there is still a chance for reprint, so not a very high score in terms of the reprint resistance, so I got a 5 out of 10. So guys, a very quick rundown for Paldean Fates. As it stands right now, near in Q4 2025, Paldean Fates, the Ken score is a very respectable 66 out of 100. Yeah, and so if you guys let me know how you guys feel, and is this kind of like the dark horse for the Scarlet and Violet era? It very well might be, because right now there is so much attention going to the terrestrialized Charizard, and so much attention, so much hype in the Bubble Mew right now. Yeah, so if the Bubble Mew in the future, if it hits 3,000, these things are going to skyrocket. Yeah, which makes me wonder if I need to tweak the investor score in the future. Yeah, but as it stands right now, 66 out of 100. And then now I'm gonna put it all up on the screen to see how it fares compared to the other SV sets. All right, and also maybe do like a side by side. One will be the Sword and Shield, and one will be the Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, because they are graded inclusively to their respective era. Yeah, because I cannot go Scarlet and Violet compared to Sun and Moon, because the difference is too great in terms of the artwork, in terms of the value proposition, and in terms of the the market is too different. Yeah, so just look at them in a vacuum, only for their own era. All right, guys. All right, so this is a pretty long video, hitting 30 minutes now. If you're still with me, thank you very much for watching, and I'll get to editing right away so I can release this video as soon as possible. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. We'll talk very soon. Take care and happy collecting. Bye bye.